there was a story of a young black boy. Uh, there was a shooting in Texas. Let's start with that. And the second we heard shooting in Texas, everybody in their mind said, "Oh, you know, one of these white kids shooting up a school again." Um, Turns out, you see here, suspect school shooter bullied for being wealthy. Family says so. There was a shooting in Texas, 4 injured, 3 students and a teacher. Allegedly it started with a fight, or he said he was being bullied and constantly harassed or whatever. It led to a fight one day, and then that led to allegedly a shooting.
He was being bullied and harassed by other black kids?
Yes. The suspect of a high school shooting in Arlington, Texas, the injured Ford, was previously bullied because of his family's wealth. A family spokeswoman said he was scared, he was afraid. Carol Harrison Lafayette said at a press conference outside the family's home. It wasn't just one person that would attack him and bully him, taking his money, harassing him because he had more things than maybe others. It takes us all to stand together against this bullying. It could have been a situation where he took the other turn and decided to commit suicide. Due to the fact that they were blessed financially, he was able to get things that other children or teenagers could not have. And so because he wore nice clothes, and because he drove nice cars, and because he had the things, he was like a target. Timothy Simpkins, 18, fired a .45 caliber handgun in a Timberview High School classroom following an altercation with another student on Wednesday. Of the 4 people injured, 3 were hospitalized, with a 15-year-old boy still in critical condition. He fled the scene and turned himself in to the police several hours later. She emphasized to the family was not justifying him taking a gun to school. To the victim's family, there is no justification for anybody being hurt, she said. Simpkins was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a gun. He was released from Tarrant County Jail Thursday after making $75,000 bail and outfitted with an ankle monitor. What's your view on that? Just that top right there.
Well, it could be 2 sides to this. It may sound horrible. I'm just playing on the opposite. I'm not agreeing with these kids harassing him, putting their hands on him, or doing any type of harm to him. However, if he's going to a black school and he's well off, he's fortunate to have the things he has, sometimes you got to have common sense. You got to kind of not be as flashy, especially when you have people who are less fortunate than you, and they're going to be jealous of the things that you have because they don't have them.
See,
but then you also have to say, then you have somebody to say, well, this is why rich black people don't go to the hood. They go to these private schools, and you wonder why they end up with other races of people, because when they do try to integrate and be around their own people, this is what happens to them.
Well, the mother said, because there was a Facebook post somebody put on Twitter, that he was in private schools and he was put into public school, because normally what happens is from elementary, middle school, you're in private school, and high school, they put you in the public school so you can being around people.
You got to be reintroduced to the black people.
No, around people.
Okay.
That's not just a black thing. Anybody put their kids in private school. In high school, they put them in public school, typically. Sometimes they keep them in private school. But here's the fight. I'm going to show the fight. The alleged fight that led to the shooting. I don't know.
Did they jump him, or was it one-on-one?
It was one-on-one. Let me show you the fight.
Breaking developments, that school shooting, authorities racing to the scene in Arlington, Texas, outside Dallas. This time at Timberview High School, the gunfire ringing out early this morning. One of the victims shot a young English teacher. He is 25 years old. Tonight, he's in the hospital. A 15-year-old in the hospital, too, who had been in critical condition, now recovering in the ICU. Word of an active shooter reaching police just after 9 this morning. Armed officers running inside. The suspect quickly identified as an 18-year-old student at the school, fleeing in a car, triggering a massive hunt and a warning that he was armed and dangerous. Students and teachers barricading themselves with doors, the chairs and desks, and behind those doors, huddling there in the dark. Outside, a massive law enforcement response securing the school, getting the injured medical help. Law enforcement rushing to his home nearby. They did not find him there. Tonight, after searching for hours, the gunman turning himself in. and what we've now learned. ABC's Marcus Moore leading us off here from Texas tonight.
Tonight, a shooting at this Arlington, Texas high school, leaving 4 people hurt.
This is not a random act of violence. This is not somebody attacking our schools.
Officials saying it all started around 9:15 this morning. Authorities now reviewing videos posted to social media appearing to show a fight.
We believe right now, preliminary, that it was a student that got into a fight and drew a weapon.
All you hear is pop, pop, pop. Like 6 shots, 6, 7 shots back to back.
This is something you all have done drills on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we do drills on it all the time, so we knew what to do. Once we heard lockdown, because usually they let us know it's a drill, but they said lockdown, so we knew it wasn't no drill.
Police identifying the suspect as 18-year-old Timothy George Simpkins, a Timberview High School student who turned himself in after an hours-long manhunt. Students sheltering in place. Teacher Dale Topham was just down the hall with his students, and together they barricaded the door.
When they realized it was shooting, there was no hesitation, no confusion, no chaos. They just immediately sprang into action.
One 25-year-old teacher and 3 teenage students were wounded during the shooting. 3 of them taken to the hospital and expected to be okay. As an all-out manhunt for Simpkins began, law enforcement swarming his house with guns drawn, but he wasn't there. Officials out with a warning.
This person is considered to be armed and dangerous.
As the lockdown was lifted at the high school, a steady stream of students walking out in a single file, and a now familiar scene tonight. Worried parents waiting to be reunited with their children. This is the 5th school shooting in the past week. This mom saying that she and her son had discussed school shootings and prepared for this day.
To know that the shooting was right next to his class, bullets fly everywhere.
And Marcus Moore with us tonight from outside that Arlington.
Look, okay.
You know, I always have to ask, is this story even real?
So
why does he have a grill in his mouth when he went to a private school?
what?
I just find that kind of weird.
That's what?
He had a grill in his mouth. That's kind of weird. They would show that picture.
Oh, you mean they show that picture?
They showed him with a grill in his mouth.
Is you saying it's where he got a grill, or did they show him in a grill?
Both.
There's nothing wrong with him having a grill.
He's
an 18-year-old in Texas with money.
But
he's getting a grill. It's like being shot at a floor. Person in Florida got a grill. What?
I don't know. I kind of, when I'm imagining a person who went to a private school, I'm not really imagining
because he went to
them.
a private school, I mean, he don't around black
but
people.
I'm pretty sure they didn't allow grills and stuff like that in a private school.
Who says he wore it to school?
It's just the observation I had, dude.
No, I'm saying you said it's weird that he had a grill, and I don't think it's weird at all. He's in Texas.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't get it. So you're not going to explain the point?
No, I'm sorry. When I think of and it may be me just putting a stereotype.
Okay.
I'm stereotyping him.
Okay.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm stereotyping him as a black kid in a private school. And I just don't imagine him having a grill.
My point is.
So he was being flashy then with the grill and all that. The nice
How's it been flashy? So wait, you can't wear a grill and earrings
I got caught up.
You can't wear a grill and earrings now. That's
no,
flashy.
I'm not saying nobody should have put their hands on this
No, I
young
know
man.
you're not. Hold on.
I'm not saying that because that may be taken out of context in the comment section.
That. He's not
it's
saying
the same thing that we talked about when Kwame was talking about Hassan Campbell going back to the hood wearing chains and stuff, knowing that it's going to provoke the people in the community. I know he's a kid, but he's also dealing with other kids his age, right?
I guess. But I'm just saying Hassan is 40.
He's what?
He's 40.
Hassan is 40.
So can't really compare.
But a 40-year-old can't wear nice jewelry and stuff.
There's a difference between a 40-year-old saying he gangster every video, walking to the hood, where the hood is, on the streets, on the corner.
No, I'm simply comparing him wearing. He's a young man coming from a private school to a public school around kids that are less fortunate than him, and they are obviously envious of his wealth. That's not his problem. That's a they problem. But same thing can go with Hassan. I mean, that's a they problem. They're envious.
No. See, it's not even close to the same. You're comparing a person going to a school to a person literally going to the block.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think that kids should be allowed to wear grills at schools.
Why?
I just don't think you should wear.
So you think kids
for me? I don't think the high school I went to, you couldn't wear grills in your mouth. I don't believe. They have a dress code. They have a standard for schools.
What?
What are you saying? What?
Because you're saying they had a dress code at Hoke High.
Yes, they did have a dress code.
What was the dress code?
I don't remember. It's been like.
Just give me one identification of anything. Because I don't remember. The only dress code I remember is girls couldn't wear a skirt too high. That's it. Had to put Spanx underneath it.
I wish
dudes couldn't walk around with a tank top on, obviously.
Like I said, there are certain dress codes that schools have. I don't remember verbatim what every dress code was, but I don't think that you could wear a grill in your mouth.
Okay, all right, past that point. All right, we made our point.
I'm not condemning the young man. That's what people gonna think. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if I am a guy, especially the way he was getting tossed around in that video, that I know that I really can't. Like I would just try to tone it down.
Well, you have somebody to have sense. He's 18. Once again,
yeah, that's why the parents.
He's not 40. He's not 30.
But that's 18. Why the parents should have some sense to know the school that they sending their kid into, that they're gonna have to tone it down.
Nah, I don't agree with that. You can't stop nobody from wearing what they want to wear. It should have been the teachers.
And why
should have saw the bullying.
You can't stop nobody from wearing what they want to wear.
No.
Once again,
this is not just you're not. Stop comparing the damn streets, the corner block, to school. It's not the same. Well, some schools.
It's the same in some schools. Let's keep it 100. And clearly by this fucking school, it's the same as the damn street.
The school don't look raggedy to them.
No, the school ain't got it. Some of the damn streets ain't raggedy that they niggas be on corners. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I can't compare.
I'm not comparing two. It's two totally No, because I'm gonna clear it up myself.
No, I'm trying to get a point across. I'm not finna compare an 18-year-old going to school with a grill to a 40-year-old dude calling himself gangster going to the block. I'm not comparing that with a chain on and wristwatch and
he
diamond
had
earring.
on some of the same things probably.
He's not going to the block saying he gangster.
But he don't need to go to school with all that stuff on either. What he going to school?
So he's not allowed to express himself?
Hassan not allowed to express himself?
High school. If you got the freshest clothes, you wearing them. If you can afford it, you wearing that stuff.
No, not everybody is flashy, dude.
I didn't say they were.
I don't think it's necessary for you to have on gold chains, watches, grills in your mouth. You're not going to school to be seen. You're going to school to get an education.
Let's stop that. That's
not for everybody
dumb.
though.
That whole idea of not going to school.
That's not dumb.
Is not. That's not true.
Some people are mature and don't have that mindset though.
Majority of these people are going to school to be seen.
Well, in the end, didn't work out too well.
That's how it is. I don't know how you looking at this like they're 30. 18.
Hell, some of them look 30.
They're 18 and they got the
Have you seen the babies that's been born during COVID?
They're 18, 17, 15 and have access to the best clothes, the best. They're wearing that. I'm finna tell them they can't wear it because don't be flashy.
Yeah, you do. Your parent tell you not
so
wearing
now you
that.
said the parents should have stopped him from wearing the clothes instead of the other parents telling the kid to stop bullying somebody.
That's not what I'm saying, dude. Why can't we have common sense? Why is it hard to have common sense? Why can't we put ourselves in situations where we know that it's not going to lead to something like this? It's not hard to do.
What you mean what's not hard?
Clearly, he must have been getting bullied for... This had to be going on for a little bit.
What you mean?
Clearly, they had been bothering him for a little bit based on his wealth.
So he was to start wearing his jewelry and stuff?
Who he wearing it for? Clearly they not in. He's
who,
not in.
Who he wearing it for?
Yeah, who's he wearing it for?
The girls, maybe? I'm not understanding how this is confusing you.
It's not confusing me.
I'm not going to compare this to a grown man. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't.
Let's just disagree.
I don't think it's comparable to Hassan Campbell's situation.
I'm not comparing. I know it sounds like I'm comparing it to Hassan Campbell because I'm like, if we could tell this adult man who should know better to do this, then as a parent, we should be able to tell this child, it may not be a good idea for you to wear gold teeth. That may not be a good idea for you to wear.
What's this gonna change? Okay, he don't wear it. What happened? What changes? What changes?
Maybe it might be viewed differently.
He don't wear to go the grill and the earring and the watch. He don't wear it.
I think he probably would have been viewed differently.
So after he's already been bullied, one day he comes to school without it on. What happens?
No, they should allow it from the beginning.
So wait. So before he even started getting bullied because of it, he's not supposed to wear it.
Yeah.
Because it don't make sense. So you're saying after he already got bullied, he should stop wearing it. That ain't gonna go well for him because now they're gonna say, "Oh, you a punk." You ain't
Well,
wearing
hell,
it
he's calling a punk anyway for continuing to wear it. So he still got his ass whooped in the end.
So what's the point? What's the difference? Look, I'm not saying he should have shot nobody. I'm just saying.
I guess he had to get him up off of him.
Them kids ain't gonna bully nobody else. I ain't defending it. They ain't gonna bully nobody else ever. Look, listen, I'm not defending it. I'm not even gonna laugh. I'm not defending it. I'm not saying he should have brought no gun to school and shot nobody. But if you're gonna bully somebody, and then once again, we don't know the truth of the facts. We don't know he was actually being bullied. That's what the parents are saying that he was.
That's what the parents are saying.
The parents saying he was being bullied because of his clothes and stuff. Do I think that's believable? Hell yeah. I'm just saying.
I just believe.
I'm not finna tell my child to stop wearing the clothes that I can afford to give him, and the jewelry and stuff, the stuff that I can afford because you.
Then you go to the school every day and you fight and defend for your kid. Then
nobody in that school gonna bully no more.
Which I don't. I believe there's more to the story. I believe there's more to the story that's not being told.
If this is bullying, this is a greatest ad campaign against bullying. Because hopefully nobody died. There's one 15-year-old who's in critical care. They said, if everybody lives, everybody learned a lesson if they listen.
Or this is the greatest storyline they've came up with: school shootings.